This is how the most decorated and famous twins in the world lost everything. Not just money. They lost their name, they lost their public love, they lost everything, including their family, just because of one woman. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey on how the most successful twins in the world, the richest, the most influential African artists of all time, one of the most successful music groups in Africa. They performed in the United States, in the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany. They touched almost every country in the world. They won several awards. The biggest achievement anyone could think of, they had it. This is the story of how PSquare lost their magic. The twins who redefined African pop music but left everything when the fans needed them the most. In this video, I will unveil the real truth and secret behind PSquare splits.
I won't call them the fans, I call them some individuals who decided to separate these two individuals. To say this person is better than this person is better than this person.
I know whenever we go to airport or people see us together, they say, are you the singer or the dancer? I didn't know it was touching him. Peter doesn't listen to anybody.
Peter, shame on you. Peter, God say shame on you. Stop it. God say shame on you.
This is going to be a long ride. So brace yourself and let's start from the beginning. Paul and Peter Okoye were born in 1981 in Jos, Nigeria. They are originally from the eastern part of Nigeria, Anambra. Their mother was a pastor and their father a businessman. Growing up, they loved each other. They smiled at each other. When one is sick, the other one feels the pain too. Yes, because they are twins. From day one, they moved like a team. They danced together. They sang together. They even joined the same group together in school. The drama group, the music group, and the dance group. At night, they would stand in front of cracked mirrors copying Michael Jackson's dance. They didn't care about fame. They just wanted to be great. But what they didn't know was their story will one day become one of the most painful stories in African music.
We went to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, from the back, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, from the back, from the back.
Behind the corner, one man was watching them from the shadows. His name is Jude Okoye, their elder brother, the one that would later become their manager and their protector. Before PSquare, there was just three brothers. Peter and Paul, the twins with the talent, and Jude Okoye, the elder brother with the vision. Jude was the one who started singing. He even released an album, but he didn't make it in the music industry. Whenever Jude is set to hit the studio, his brothers Peter and Paul would want to go with him.
I was once a musician, or rather, I was once a rapper. They kind of followed my footsteps. I didn't even know they were interested in doing music. I just thought they were kind of escorting me to the studio to see what I'm doing and everything.
From there, they started developing interest in music, but they started with dancing. While Peter and Paul were dancing at weddings and parties, Jude was learning how to hold the camera. He didn't go to film school. He borrowed cameras from his friends. He saved small money to buy second-hand equipment. No one asked him to do it, but he did it anyway. Because he saw something that the world hadn't seen then. He wasn't just looking at two boys dancing. He was looking at a brand, a future, and an empire. When they were looking for a stage name, they tried different names. They tried double P, P and P, the P's, until one day one of their friends, Richard, called them PSquare, and it stuck.
People were confused in school then, right? Is this Peter? Is this Paul? Well, you just say PSquare. A friend of ours decided calling us PSquare.
So that's how the name came about?
That's how the name. A friend of ours called Richard.
That was how their music journey began from Jos. Their first big show came in 2001 when they entered the Grab the Mic competition hosted by Bensi and Edges. And guess what? They won. But
this fine lady, her body not die, you want baby, who's supposed to live like family. I know the lie, there's nothing stopping me. She dey feel my swag and I get.
Someone was behind their victory, which I'm going to unveil in this story. But that person will later become their enemy. That victory changed everything. It gave them their first album last night. The album had hits like Senorita, Igbeju, and many more hits. It wasn't a major hit, but it opened the door for them. And the album was sponsored by Benson and Edges. Hold on to this because I'm coming back to this story. In 2005, that door that opened turned into a highway. They dropped their second album, Get Squared. And boom, that was it. Every song on that album was a hit. From Busybody, with your busybody, to Temptation, this not temptation. I said this not temptation. To Say Your Love.
You say your love, no they lie. You say your feelings, no they die.
And how many of you remember this particular song, Omogemi?
Omogemi, Atipatili, yeah, yeah.
That song made some of us have imaginative heartbreak. The songs on that album scattered every party in Nigeria, every club, every wedding, every home, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa and the world. By now, they were not just stars, they were superstars. In 2007, they dropped their third studio album, Game Over, and the game was truly over for everyone in the music industry. That album gave birth to Do Me. And this amazing wedding song, No One Like You.
See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces, no one be like you.
It didn't stop there. We had Roll It and many more songs.
I like it.
They became the most wanted duos in Africa. But guess what? Peter said he never liked the song Do Me. But I'll get back to that story. Stay with me. They became the biggest duo in Africa. But behind closed door, something was happening. You see, when you have two superstars in one group, ego can creep in. Outside the gate of Squareville, everything looked perfect. But from inside, it was a slow burning fire. PSquare was the biggest music duo in Africa, hit after hit, show after show, award after award. But Peter started feeling something, disrespected. The fans started saying Paul was the voice of PSquare and Peter was just a dancer, and that got to him.
Some people say, Paul is the real voice of PSquare. You should go back. But that's the reason why I left. Mm-hmm. And you think you making that statement will make me go back?
In fact, they are the reason why PSquare are not there together today. Two brothers are doing their own thing. When I say one better pass one, he can't enter one head, he keep misbehaving.
Peter wanted to be more than just a dancer. He had ideas, fitness brand, dance collabs, international project. But every time he spoke, Jude would say, stick to the formula, don't ruin the brand. And Paul will always agree with Jude. And that one single action made Peter feel like it's not relevant in the group. Imagine being in a group where your voice doesn't matter, where your own brother and manager are always kicking against your own ideas. So one day, after a studio session, Peter exploded. Am I not part of this group too? Why do you always have to take Paul's side? I'm not just a dancer, I am PSquare too. That fight didn't go public, but it never hid. They patched things up, they smiled for camera, but deep down, that was the first crack, and it was only the beginning. By 2009, they were chasing international fame. They dropped their first studio album, Danger. Their collaboration with Tubaba on Possibility.
You do find past my mama, but that is impossible. No.
It No Easy by Jay Martins.
It no easy, to the singer, they dance, and the people they rejoice, yeah.
They got nominated by BET. Cora Award followed with $1 million prize. They toured America. They conquered Europe. In 2011, they dropped their fifth studio album, The Invasion, with the banger, Chop My Money.
She must chop my money, chop my money, chop my money.
And Beautiful Onye featuring Rick Ross, their first international collaboration.
PSquare, Convict Music.
They also did Chop My Money remix with Akon.
First of all, you're the type of woman that stays on my mind. Walk down the street, every guy wanna jump on your behind.
In 2012, something strange happened. Their mother, Mrs. Josephine Okoye, the one person who could settle their fight, died. She was the peacemaker. When she was alive, No matter what happened, she would call the boys to order. But now, the lioness was gone. And without her, the boys started drifting apart. What will happen after this is something nobody was prepared for. The boys started drifting apart. What will happen after this is something nobody was prepared for. After the death of their mother, there were rumors all over the media that they used their mother for ritual so they can get famous. Some people said Rick Ross and Akon had taken them to join the Illuminati. There were so many conspiracies. It is very painful because imagine losing your mother and you go on the media and you see all this insane news. It was a crazy moment for them. In 2014, they released their fifth studio album, Double Trouble, with a hit song like Shikinini. Oh yeah, Shikinini. Oh yeah, Shikinini. Oh yeah, Shikinini. And one song that gave them more international recognition, inspired by Michael Jackson, Personally.
Personally.
They also released Ejajo featuring T.I.
I got the magic, Ejajo.
After this, they got signed to Akon's Convict Music. They built Squareville, a mansion that looked like paradise, 2 swimming pools, luxury cars, home studio. Then they got married. Little did they know that this was going to be their last album together. Before they got married, something crazy happened. The brothers started falling apart. A lot of people believe it was because of the women, but this is exactly what happened. After the last album, a new fight started between the brothers, but this time, there was no one to call them to order. The only person that could do that was their mother, but now she was gone. So when the fight started in 2014, nobody could stop them. This time, the fight got more serious. Peter got married to his longtime girlfriend, Lola Omotola. Some family members didn't support their marriage. They said she was too controlling. They said she was older than him. In fact, their mother never liked her. Remember I said someone made them win the competition in 2001 that led to the sponsorship of their first album Last Night? That person was Lola Omotola, the wife of Peter. Lola was already established financially before them. When Lola met Peter, she was 35 years old and Peter was 26 years old. But fuck the age, they loved each other anyway. She was the one who gave them their first car. She was involved in the entire process because she loved Peter. But the problem was, she was 10 years older than Peter. In fact, she was older than Jude Okoye. But I have a question. Is it a bad thing to marry this kind of woman? Is it fair to push this kind of person away? Let me know in the comment section. Before we continue.
She's making me back like a bingo, and I'm gonna drive with a single. And the way that she does it, I don't know. That's the night. I don't care what I will buy, 'cause I know we get too high.
When Peter was getting married, Paul and Jude did not attend his wedding. Can you imagine? Your own twin brother and your brother did not attend your wedding. From there, things got worse. Peter started saying, if my wife is not respected, I will leave the group. Paul fired back, PSquare is bigger than your wife. From that moment, the house started shaking. They were still performing on stage, but the tension was hot. On stage, you could see it. The side eye, the lack of energy, the fake smile. Behind the scene, the brothers were boiling. Peter complained that if him and his brother submit songs to Jude for promotion, Jude would pick most of Paul's songs than his own songs. He said in most cases, Jude will ignore his own song. He said they have reduced him to ordinary dancer. Not only that, he also complained that Jude does not respect his wife. So Peter's problem was they are putting him apart, they are not respecting him and his wife enough. By 2016, the silence was over. The war went public. For the first time, the fight didn't happen in their living room anymore. It happened on Instagram, on Twitter, in front of the whole world. Peter came online and posted this on Twitter. He said, people change management and you are not different. Osha Raymond did it. Beyonce did it as well. So it is not new. A manager is being employed by the artist and not the other way around. Peter and Paul is PSquare and every other person is an attachment. Peter and Paul has a right to sack the entire management team because business is business, period. Family business can be a pain in the ass. Please, whoever make any transaction with Non-Style Entertainment or Jude Okoye on PSquare's behalf does that at their own risk. Warning. Forcing yourself that you must remain PSquare is so crazy. Enough. What fans want is Peter and Paul, PSquare, and that is all I want. How can you run a business with no structure? I stand here 100% for my brother Paul and PSquare, but not with the so-called management, period. Team PSquare, please let me ask my twin why he insisted that everything we own must be shared equally with Jude. Otherwise, PSquare will split. Peter asked a lot of questions. It was as if he wasn't carried along all the while. But I have answer to all Peter's questions. Just stay with me. I will unveil everything in this video. Peter wanted two things. Number one, he did not want his brother Jude to continue being their manager. Number two, he wants his family to respect his wife. He is loyal and grateful to her. After all these twists and explanations, something strange happened. Paul was on the side of Jude. Few days after, he tweeted, "This is where I belong, and this is where I stand. You do music in the studio, not in social media. If you have family issue, discuss that in closed door, not in social media. Family is family, blood is blood. If you don't do family business, then who am I to you?" After this tweet, boom, social media caught fire. Everyone started picking side. Some stood with Peter. They said he's protecting his family, he's protecting his wife, he wants creative freedom. Others stood with Paul. They said he's loyal, he respects family. And Jude dropped a bomb in an interview. He said, "I built PSquare. Without me, there will be nothing. Peter is ungrateful." That one hit hard. Now, this is a part of the story no one really know about. PSquare are made up of three people: Peter, Paul, and Jude Okoye. Jude was not just a manager, he was more. He was their investor, negotiator, video director, and many more. So whatever PSquare makes, they share it in three equals. Truly, without Jude, there will be no PSquare. Or maybe they will not be this big. Jude sacrificed his own dream to push his brothers because he was actually an artist before PSquare.
And I reminded him, I said, have you forgotten we have MOU that stated that everything about PSquare is Peter, Paul, and Jude? And Peter was still insisting, MOU doesn't count. That now we be the artist. I said, but the document is there. It is written there. We cannot.
So I have a question for you. With all the effort, is it fair that Jude is being pushed away? For the first time, the Okoye family war was no longer in private. Even their fans started fighting on that comment section, but nothing was working between the brothers. For the first time in over a decade, PSquare was officially dead. Peter rebranded as Mr. P and released a song titled "Look Into My Eyes."
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes.
Paul became Rude Boy and released an emotional song titled "Called Heaven," calling on their mother to come and see what is happening.
If to say, who not there for everything where they happen today.
And Jude picked his own side, Paul. The three brothers who built the empire together were now strangers. We're now three strangers working in different paths. And for the first time, their fans began to cry publicly. This wasn't just music, this was family. And it had fallen apart in front of the entire world. Jude tried his best to reconcile his brothers because he wanted the business to work. He advised that whenever they want to release an album, Peter should bring 5 songs and Paul should bring 5 songs. They should promote their songs individually, but the song will be on the same album.
If Peter is complaining that he doesn't get his ideas contribution in the PSquare brand, that what they are going to do now is that if they are going to be doing everything 50-50, like for instance now they said they wanted to have an album or whatever, somebody wants to get their album for 10 tracks. He said, okay, you will bring half of the album, I'll bring half of the album. You'll be in charge of your 5 songs, I'll be in charge of my 5 songs. You promote your 5 songs, I'll promote my 5 songs. If you want to shoot a video, you have an idea of the video, instead of conflicting with mine, shoot it with your own in your own 5 songs. I'll shoot mine in my own 5 songs. But to have that union of PSquare, I'll have my songs come to you and say, okay, Peter, come and feature in 2, 3, 4, or 5 of my tracks. Do the same thing. Let's have that union so that we can be able to protect that PSquare sound, that texture that people already fell in love with PSquare, so we can still maintain it. That Peter rejected that idea.
This sounds like a good plan, right? But Peter disagreed with the plan. Later in 2016, Peter swore to sue Jude for booking a show in the name of PSquare without his knowledge. Things got messy. Top celebrities began to intervene. Mercy Johnson, Peter Obi, Fino, and many more celebrities. And finally, they reconcile. A breath of fresh air.
You're crazy. It's gonna be like nigga, you alright?
After their reconciliation, they released a song titled Nobody Ugly. And as usual, it was a banger.
Nobody ugly.
Then they follow it up with another song, Bank Alert.
Cause my bank alerts na bagam, my checking on the bounce, my mansion on a badam, baby take a look around.
And they live happily ever after. Did they? No, they didn't. Just when we thought it was over, they were just getting started. One day, a video leaked online. In the video, Peter was seen fighting Paul and Jude in their lawyer's office. They started shouting and almost throwing blows at each other.
Successful. If I call your house, what will happen? I bring my coffee. Repeat them again, Jude. If your coffee come. If I call nigga, you don't know what? Repeat it. See, repeat it. In front of your lawyer. Peter, shame on you. In front of your lawyer. Peter, boss say shame on you. No, stop it. Boss say shame on you. In front of your lawyer. I shame on you. You're shame.
Go now, get in the mic.
Beat me, guys.
Oh, we're gonna be angry.
Come with me. Walk me. Walk with me. My child. What do you want to do? Beat me, my seat. You want beat me? You want beat me? Beat me, my seat. Listen to you. Nigga, I fucking blow you. I blow you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I blow you. Don't beat me. 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 Yes, I see you. Don't beat me.
After that video leaked, the fans were shocked. People started asking, why are they screaming in the lawyer's office instead of settling things at home? How did it get this bad? In September 2017, Paul made a post. Back to Nigeria. Don't take my silence for granted. Only a woman can come where there is peace and destroy it. You know yourself. Try me this time, I swear, Nyash go open. You will know that blood is thicker and stronger than juju. This is Paul throwing shade at Lola, Peter's wife, because he believed she was the cause of everything. And the worst part, the more interview they gave, the deeper the wounds got. Okay, Paul said Peter changed after marriage. Peter said they never respected his wife. Jude said Peter was ungrateful. Everybody had their own version of the story. Few days after Paul's tweet, news came out that they cancelled their US and Canada shows. They are going their separate ways again. Then Peter dropped his final letter of termination. Then Peter started his own record label, P Classic Records. And Paul also started his own record label, Fire Department, in partnership with his brother Jude Okoye. Peter dropped his first solo album titled Prodigal, with hits like Ebano.
Your body in a Ebano.
And Just Like That.
Remember when I met you? Just like that. We became lovers. Just like that.
Paul also dropped his first solo album, Ridiculous, and it banged. The album had hits like Reason With Me.
I've been there beg you to try. Reason with me.
And that song got millions of streams. Very, very successful. Now tell me, according to the albums, is Peter more talented or Paul is more talented? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. When they went solo, Peter did well commercially. He got endorsement deals with brands, he acted in movies, he owned his own clothing brand, and even owned his own betting or lottery brand. And Paul, on the other hand, he did well and exceptionally musically. Jude stood firmly with Paul and Peter stood alone. The fans were heartbroken. They kept asking, will they ever come back? Will PSquare ever be one again like they said in their song?
Peter and Paul, they be one, no be two.
The answer to this question came in November 2021. It started quietly. One day, Peter followed Paul back on Instagram and Paul followed Peter back on Instagram. Fans didn't believe it. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe their accounts were hacked. But then a video dropped. We saw Paul and Peter together, hugging, smiling after 4 years of silence. Peter and Paul were back together again on their birthday. The same boys that were born together and fought each other now celebrated their 40 years birthday side by side. Later in an interview, Peter revealed that he was the one that called Paul and spoke to him, and that was the birth of their reconciliation. They remember what their mother told them. They remember their mother's last words. No matter what happened, stay united. Their fans rejoiced. Everyone was happy for their comeback. They released 2 singles, and one was Jaye.
So put your hands up in the air.
But did the song gain traction? Not really, because the industry was no longer the same way they left it. The competition was high. They announced a world tour, but almost all their fans had moved on. They apologized to their fans, but they don't trust them anymore. At least, not after several breakups. So they were now struggling like upcoming artists to promote their music. But somehow, they managed to stay together. Are they ever going to break up again? Well, let's find out. In 2024, when Paul went to marry his second wife, yes, his second wife, you see, life can be funny. Paul eventually broke up with his wife that his family accepted, but Peter remained with his wife Lola Omotayo, the same wife that the family rejected. So when Paul went to marry his second wife, Peter was absent. People started asking, wait, what is happening? Don't tell me these people broke up again. But eventually, yes, they broke up again for the 5th time. This time, it got even worse than ever. Peter arrested his brother and Jude Okoye with the Economy and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC. He accused them of fraud. Jude was accused of money laundering. He faced a 7-count charge of $1 million, 1.1 billion naira, and 34,000 pounds. Peter said he discovered a secret company used by Jude to launder PSquare's money, and his wife was the signature to that company. Here's what Jude has to say.
Now let's go to the secret company. My people, the secret company is none other than Northside Music Entertainment. I signed Cynthia Morgan with Northside Music Entertainment. All Cynthia Morgan videos has Northside Inc. in it. How is it a secret company to Peter all of a sudden in 2024? No, I want to understand. How is Northside Music that has a CAC certificate registration since 2015? How is Northside Music that was registered, according to him, the address of the secret company was my wife's. That's how he had to get my wife involved. It has to do with my wife's people's or my wife's home address. Please look at the address here. You can see what the address says. It's 178 Lola Holloway, Omole. Both my address, both my signature and Ife's signature says the same thing. And the petition was saying that I opened a secret company and I was siphoning PSquare's money to my personal account. I was like, no. This is royalties. Paul has the same publishing royalty coming to him every quarter. Peter has the same royalties coming to him every quarter. Jude has royalties also coming to him every quarter. We have an agreement within the 3 of us that anything that has to do with PSquare proceeds goes 3 ways to the 3 of us. Peter gets his own, he shares with us. Paul gets his own, he shares with us. I get my own, I shared with 2 of them. That's how it has been going. Until 2017, or rather, 2016, when PSquare had issues with fighting in the FlashyLifestyle office and all that, there was a split of PSquare. Peter stopped sharing. Paul came and gave me money. I was like, yo, I think you can keep your money because Peter has stopped sharing. So I think what is going to happen now is that everybody should start keeping what they get because Peter is incommunicado now. Nobody can reach him. So I think that's the best thing. The Paul was like, yeah, let's everybody keep what they get. And that's how it has been for over 4.5 to 5 years or thereabout till 2021 November when they came back together. And I did the noble thing, which was I returned the catalog back to the fold so that the 3 of us can be sharing it equally as usual. That Peter said that I was an unemployed graduate from Jos that didn't have any job, and they had when they had issues with their former manager, may so rest in peace, Bayo, that they now invited me to come and manage PSquare for them so I can be on salary. I told him no, that I was the one that brought them to Lagos, that I was one that even made the group PSquare. They said no, that was what Peter told them. I said, okay, that means when I'm coming tomorrow, I'm going to bring my CACs, I'm going to bring my MOUs, I'm going to bring every document that I had to prove that I am not just a bystander. I am part and parcel of PSquare.
Paul came out innocent, but Jude spent at least 2 months in custody. The PSquare story is not yet over because nobody knows if they will ever come back again. But I have a question. Who do you think is at fault in all of this? Is it Peter? Is it Paul? Is it Jude? Or is it their wives? Is it Lola or Motayo? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell button so you don't miss other amazing videos like this one. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, so that you will see me again and again. Thank you for watching.